Up the pipe!
It's Sunday, 5 p.m. on the dot as of this recording. I guarantee you, as of this recording, or just after I upload this video, there's going to be some trade updates or news or speculation from Collingwood's end heading into tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, or even Wednesday. That is a massive 3 days ahead. A lot of trades to be done across the board, across the league. Some at Collingwood as well, particularly in regards to Sydney. And I'm not just talking about Jack Buller this time around. There is another Sydney player that Collingwood is linked to. This is technically old news. It's over 24 hours since this was reported. I saw the comments after my upload yesterday. James Rowbottom, Jimmy Rowbum. I'm looking forward to James Rowbottom coming to Collingwood now. That's if it gets across the line. He's been linked to a move, even though James Rowbottom and his manager have been adamant he wants to stay at Sydney. I think Sydney has bitten the bullet and they're going, it's not personal, it's business with some of their players, and they want to make a big move. They want to make a push for Charlie Curnow. They got bigger fish to fry. They're going to have to sacrifice a player or two and picks involved as well to get Charlie Curnow, and we're just looking to facilitate that deal for them. So we're on the back burner. We're the third wheel in all of that. But as things stand right now, according to Mitch Cleary, it's a two-part tweet, this one. Collingwood coach Craig McRae last night spoke with Sydney midfielder James Rowbottom. That's last night being on Friday night. The Pies are hunting mids, and at 25 years old, he would fit well, and he does indeed. His preference is to stay, but the last 4 days of the window can throw up curveballs, and Charlie Curnow still needs to get done. Part two of that tweet. Clubs believe Rowbottom is being posed to them as a trade option. He is defiant he wants to stay compared to Jai Simpkin, who is keen to move. Yet North's asking price for Simpkin remains high or will be higher. Rowbottom wouldn't cost more than a first rounder, if not less. And I'm going to display the 2027 first round draft board because looking at this, if we finish third like we did this year, that would be pick 23 in the 2027 draft. And that's pretty much the sweet spot, I reckon, to get James Rowbottom. It also could be a good enough deal to get Jack Buller, not just Jack Buller for pick 23 that year, but Jack Buller, Rowbottom, package this together for a future first. And it's pretty clear that Collingwood's looking for a midfielder to add to assist with Nick Dacos and just add depth in the midfield. Bontempelli, Matt Rowell, Zach Butters, Clayton Oliver, Jai Simpkin, even though we've been scoffing at their offer, and now James Rowbottom. So who wants to be a Collingwood midfielder right now? But you would think in separate deals, Melbourne's future third, and maybe you throw in our own future third, gets the job done to get Jack Buller. Maybe Sydney throws us a late pick in there as well. And I still think, just displaying the 2027 draft board, that a future first could get the job done for James Rowbottom. Sydney may want to throw in a little bit of a sweetener there because if we miss finals in 2027, that's a pick somewhere between pick 2 and pick 17, and that would be overs, I reckon. His stats don't stand out, James Rowbottom, but does the little things right. He's a solid midfielder. Just like Jai Simpkin, a solid hand. I wouldn't think Rowbottom's our second best midfielder, however, provides depth, discipline, professionalism in the midfield. Rowbottom, Ned Long, Bo McCreary in the same midfield. Hitting around and about. Yeah, you wouldn't want to fuck around with that midfield. Plus, with James Rowbottom, it wouldn't deter us from Zach Butters in terms of salary cap space. And I'm pretty sure James Rowbottom, if we don't give up a future first or 2027 first rounder, wouldn't cost anything more than a future second and maybe something a little bit sweeter as well in that sort of deal. I think they're more worried about getting Charlie Curnow compared to Jack Buller leaving. They don't want to see Buller leave and then they don't get Curnow. They would rather, if they can't get Curnow, they would rather keep Jack Buller. But I think Jack Buller is set in stone. He wants to head to Collingwood. And I'm surprised there's not been any movements on Jack Buller just yet. That's where it's at. We've not had any updates on Jai Simpkin. I'm pretty sure we've just scoffed at that idea. We're going to look around for another midfielder. At this point, we could be going to every single club for just random midfielders, B graders, C graders, trying to convert them into A graders or our second best midfielder. It's going to be interesting what it's going to look like for Collingwood in the next few days, what our midfield's going to look like after this trade period. Any loose bust change, picks, or anything like that that we select, or the listed free agents, maybe, but it's looking like we are going to get someone in the midfield by the end of Wednesday. My schedule for the last 3 days, just like today, recording this at 5 p.m. or just after 5 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be different. Obviously, that runs until 7:30 p.m. Now, we might get a trade done in the final hour, but I feel confident we'll get the deals done before the final hour rush job of the trade period. So I'm expecting to upload day 10 recap, the final day. Again, 5 to 10 minutes, probably about 8:30 p.m. Going to be a little bit late. And then on Thursday, I'll recap the entire trade period. What we got right, what we didn't get right. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do we look better? Do we look stronger? Who knows? But that's everything's I watch this space. And then also after this trade period, I'm going to preview this year's draft and also just look back on our off-season recruits in previous seasons, the draft hands we've had, the selections we've used, what we got right, what we didn't get right, trade moves we've done, what was right, what was not right, gain beams. Yeah, so that's where it's at right now. James Rowbottom, linked to Collingwood. Craig McRae's had a Zoom date, a virtual date. So if Craig McRae's having dates, it's not going ahead. Something's wrong with Craig McRae at this point. And still no movement on Jack Buller. However, you'd think we can package up a deal to get Buller and Rowbottom at the same time. And then that's about it. Nothing major or anything in regards to Collingwood players wanting out right now. It just seems like it's Jack Buller and hopefully a midfielder coming in. And then who knows if a player is linked to a move out because of that sort of rumour. But that's where it's at. Yeah, a quiet Sunday. I am tired, boss. I want to go home. I am home. What am I talking about? That's it for this video. Pretty straightforward. I'll leave you guys all to it. Hoping you guys have had a good weekend. Please be well. Please be safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Up the pies. Up the pies!